Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. And this is a quick little gossip chat, pop culture, and all those things. Okay, happy Tuesday. Well, hopefully, y'all get this on Tuesday because if YouTube flags it, you may have to wait a little while, okay? But I'm sure you remember. If you are a member, you already know this is already available to you with no ads. Okay, that is a perk to being a member. No advertisements for y'all, and y'all get to see it instantly. Okay, but if you're not a member, you will see this eventually. Okay, we shall see. Now, I do want to say that on Tuesday I will be live at 9 p.m. because we're going to discuss the interview between Carlos King and Erica Mena. Okay, but I'll touch on that in 1 second. But y'all know first things first, if you have not done so already. Okay, make sure that you, okay, have already subscribed to my channel, become all JayBird, okay? Please also like the video, comment in the comment section, okay? Share the video and all those things. You can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok of the top, okay? Now, this won't be that long, but it will be long enough, okay? And I'm here. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Even though it's currently 2:41 in the morning, okay, Tuesday morning, y'all will get this eventually. Okay, I still put lipstick on. I'm still on screen. I want to make sure when I'm giving y'all a premiere video, you get all the same antics. Okay, you get all of me, just not live. Okay, but again, I will be live tonight, Tuesday night at 9 p.m. for air community chats and then other things. Okay, but yes. Anyway. Yeah. Thumbnail, okay. But this is just a couple of things real fast. So that way tonight the live does not have to be that long. Now, okay, look, Tyrese and his live meltdown. We will watch that, and I will have my commentary. Okay, Tristan on all that money and back child support. Okay, and Blueface owing millions in the lawsuit. Does he even have the money? I don't think he do. Anyway, let's get into it, okay? Now, y'all know first things first, a happy birthday, okay? Happy birthday. Honey, it's Shaggy. It wasn't me, okay? Shaggy been singing It Wasn't Me for a long time, okay? Shaggy round here turning 55. So happy 55th birthday to Shaggy. Okay. Now I feel like he has other songs, but every time I think of him, I think of It Wasn't Me. And she called me on the counter, it wasn't me. Even called me on the sofa. I'm making the words, okay? But happy birthday. Look, people around here making it to be older and older and 55 and old. 55 is not that old. But again, happy birthday to that man, okay? Now, what else I want to get you? Because I got a couple little things and then the big things. We know what. Let's just touch because again, as I told y'all, we will be having a whole watch along. Okay. Now this dramatic ass music,
Erica Mena.
girl. Who asked for this? Not I. Said the cast. Okay, not I.
It's no more bullshitting. Like I'm not doing.
Girl, stop cussing so early in my video, girl. What is you doing? Let's hope I don't get flagged.
This
But
just to be
I
seen.
feel like it's just too much. It's getting one of these now. Is because I'm trying to cuss more. It's giving, I want, it's so much. I don't know what to do. Girl, I look for real. The only reason I can't wait to watch it is so that I can read her for filth while watching it. Okay. I had to subscribe to Carlos's channel just to remind myself to watch it. Because you're not gonna play on my face. No ma'am, no sorry Bob. Not today. Okay. So yes, tonight at 9 p.m. live and in charge, a reading of Erica, We Can't Trust Her, Mena. Okay, because I don't know who look, Carlos can, play with these women all he want. Let them play victim. Let them act like, oh, I don't know. I don't know why they mad at me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. We know, and we know. Okay. Now, also people playing in people's faces. Carly Red posted this picture. Now the other photos, it was the same photo, but you can see a bit of a buttocks, and I don't want to get, you know what I'm saying? So I can't show that one. But this is the face from the picture, and it say, she's taking bumper heavy. Now a lot of folks are, oh my God, whatever Carly Red did to her face, she look amazing. Like, first of all, that's not Carly Red. That's her daughter. Okay, that's her daughter. Now I don't know if Carly Red just saw people thinking it was her and she let folks run with it. Okay, I'm not sure. That's her daughter. That's not Carly. And the only reason we know that's not Carly is because ain't no way on God's green earth that's her. Okay, Carly has had too many things done to her face recently for her face to look that baby smooth, no puncture wounds, the lips look regular, and even if she stopped getting all the things done to her face, it wouldn't look like that. Okay, that's not even how Carly looked before Carly Red looked before she had stuff done. And no tea, no shade, but I was like, ma'am, that's your daughter. Okay, that's not you. But she didn't say it was her. All she did was posted the picture and said, she's taken. Now, I believe her daughter is taken. I believe. Now, I want to go to Carly's page, okay? Because I want to show y'all I can't be fooled. Now, y'all see the picture right there. So you see it's a little bit of cheekage. So I can show it, okay? But that is not Carly Red's face. It's her daughter's face. Okay, that's her daughter. And I feel like her saying taken is because her daughter is taken. Because Carly Red's face, that's Carly Red's face right there. You see that? That's her face. Okay? Period. Now, Carly Red look how Carly Red look. But she can't fool me. Because the blogs picked up that picture. Oh, look at Carly and how great she look now. I'm like, look. No tea, no shade, no tea, no shade. Cause that's BNB. Okay. I don't is that look like Jessica White, but I'm not sure. Okay, I don't know. But I just need folks to understand that Carly Red face, it still look like Carly Red face. All the work she's had done, like it's settled. It's settled as much as it will settle. Okay. But I just need people to be like, that's her face. And even that's a bit, you know what I'm saying, AI. But she wasn't posting that as if that was her face. I fully believe that was her daughter's face. Okay, this is a bit of AI too. But I'm just saying, you ain't fooling me. That's not Carly Red. Her daughter looks great. You hear me? Her daughter looks great, and she does too. No tea, no shade. Speaking of a bit, look, I don't know why people are trying to prove they love, but I feel like in white people trying to prove they in love or prove it's a real relationship. I'm so tired of seeing pictures of what's her name, Taylor Swift and this man Travis. Look, people who've been dating for 2 or 3 weeks, you can't fool me with all the hugs and kisses and yays. No, ma'am. Okay, because when you've only known somebody for a couple weeks, you don't even have an affection like that. And I don't know who is trying to fool us. I don't know if it's Travis want to get white people on his side a little bit more from when he used to date all the black girls, or if he's trying, or if Taylor wants folks to forget that sometimes she dates men's, and then when things go left, she writes songs about the men's and tell the people of the world that the men's ain't nothing. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she wants the football people who watch football plays to tell me. I don't know what's going on. But as much as I wish Jada would get up, I wish Taylor and this man would stop trying to make us believe they're this couple. They're together. we're a couple. To where she's all in the Kansas City gear. Okay, she's hugged up with other people's girlfriends. Okay, who girl, if you don't miss me with the be of the, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Taylor Swift. I ain't saying that when you first start dating somebody, you want to be at their games. But I'm like, ain't y'all just me a couple weeks ago? That man is stranger to you. I mean, he may be famous, but he's just, like Taylor Swift is a stranger to me. I don't know that lady. Hell, Beyonce is a stranger to me. I don't know that lady. Child, I just get it's like not the cheek kiss. Now, hey y'all, let's take a photo. Okay, hold on. Get your lips off that man. Okay, when you try too hard too soon, it seems fake. I ain't saying they can't make it and be together forever and be in love and have white babies all the time. I ain't saying that. What I'm saying is, it seemed like somebody wants us to believe that they are a wholesome couple and he really likes her and she really likes him and they really like each other. Okay, so let's just, couple them up. Let's ship them up. Okay, and I feel like she all in the stands in all the gear, sitting with the white man's family because that's what girlfriends do. And we should really be rooting for her. Oh, well, let them sit around and walk around and hold hands. Oh, here's the camera. Oh, they're holding hands. They're holding hands. She's kissing him on the girl. It looks performative. It looks like I want y'all to believe I like this man and I like football and I want him to work with me all day and I don't believe you. I just want them to date and keep us out of it. That's all. Because it's so fresh and so new. Young, fresh and new. You know what I'm saying? Like give it some time. Like have y'all been on 5 dates with no cameras? Have y'all like secretly went like if y'all have been secretly dating for a few months and now this is y'all public thing, cool. But that ain't what it seemed like. It seemed like, hey, I think he's cute. Oh, I think you're cute too. Let's hang out. Boom. I'm at all his games. I'm not a clothes girl. Did you already have the Chiefs clothes at your house? Was you already a Chiefs fan? Or when you started dating that man, let me go buy the red outfits. I don't know. I'm just saying. Speaking of relationships that maybe should not be around here, child, they say this lady caught her man cheating on her in a parking lot and she went Hulk smash on that man's car. Now, I can't wonder, I'm like, is it a drone recording them? But no, it's people upstairs of wherever they are recording on a cell phone from above. She is ripping. She is. You know how strong you have to be to rip the bumper off of a car with your bare hands? Now, I know if you're a parent and your child is stuck in a bumper, you'll rip it off, because mama's strength and daddy's strength is a strength like no other. But I'm like, ma'am, did you rip off that man bumper with your bare hands because you was upset with him? Not the whole bumper. That is vandalism of property. And we don't condone that. No, ma'am. Now the police don't see this and she was in jail. And the fact that he like, you know what, let me just stand back. Because when she's upset, ain't no reason for me to get involved. Okay. If she mad, let her rip the bumper off instead of my head. Okay, and I mean, I figured the person thought, oh, I'm safe to cheat in the parking lot because who gonna catch me in the parking lot? Your girlfriend. Now, I don't know why people don't realize you can just leave the relationship. You don't have to stay. I mean, unless you are poor, broken, lonely, and that person your only means of support, you don't want to be homeless. I get maybe staying, but I would not stay and destroy stuff. If I'm homeless and destitute, and my only point of reference is my man who cheating on me, and I don't have nowhere to go, let that man chicken piece build up your bank accounts. Get all the let you better go. All right, baby. Can I have some money? Thank you. Stack your bread through his head and then leave. Okay. But don't do nothing that will cause you to be arrested for vandalizing somebody else's property. That's just not smart. Okay. If you are in a relationship and you want to get out, just get out. Don't cheat. Don't vandalize. Just leave. Okay. Speaking of people who could have just left. Remember TJ Holmes and Amy Rock, okay, who was having that rendezvous in the woods, and he was tap her on the booty, okay, and she left her husband, and he left his wife because there was, it was some cheatation around there. And it was a lot going on, okay? And they both was fired or let go. They were let go from Good Morning America. They still dating. They still a couple. But I feel like if we both lose our job for being a couple of cheaters, allegedly, we have to stay together because we both lost our means of employment. Now, I don't know what else they do. I don't know what else they work in. I'm not sure. I don't follow either one of them. Okay. But they round here holding hands in public. He got his hands on her hip this time, and he not sneaking the hands on the hip in a secret rendezvous, wood cabin tryst in the woods. Okay, now we don't see that man's face, but we see a side profile. Okay, and him putting up, lost dog. Is that Sikkim Suey? I don't know what that means. Is that what all do? Is this some hawk? I don't know. What they said that was at his alma mater, the University of Arkansas. Arkansas. I don't know nobody. Do we know anybody who's from Arkansas? I guess we know TJ. And then she posted, they cease right next to each other. TJ Holmes reserved. Amy wrote back reserved. And then she put hog for a night, dog for life, true love. Can you imagine losing your job for a man? Is it worth it? Is it ever worth? I mean, look, if they like it, we love it. But I forgot all about them. I did. But they still, what I'm saying, arm in arm, hip and arm. Well, I guess hip and ass. Together. Congratulations, confetti. Okay. Now also let's say congratulations. Kelly Rowland was talking about her album. Her Simply Deep. Simply Deep was a great album. You hear me? Her debut album was really, really, really good. Y'all should go listen to it, okay? I remember at that point in time when this album came out, the bad guy, y'all know my ex back in my younger years, was in prison because I would send him the lyrics to some of Kelly's songs because I was so in love back then. I was 21 years ago, so I was 20 years old. Girl, but no, I was 20. Wait, 21? No, I was 20 because 21 years ago from 40, I was 20 years old. But I just, congrats. 21 years ago, first solo album. It was a great, 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 great. What she said some more? Let's see.
I can't believe that I made an album, a solo album, 21 years ago.
21.
What a journey.
Kelly is a great performer, a great singer. We love us some Kelly. Okay, so congratulations to your first solo album that you put out 21 years ago. I hope it goes platinum again. I don't know how many albums it sold back then. That's fine. We had seen that The Rock had that weird wax statue made of him that looked like him mixed with Ving Rhames. Well, he kind of replied because it was like that don't look nothing like that man. Okay, that's a white Mr. Clean. Okay, what is going on? So The Rock said I knew was somebody else posted a thing he thought was funny. Okay. But he said, for the record, I'm going to have my team reach out to our friends at the whatever museum is a Graven Museum in Paris, France, so we can work at updating my wax figure here with some important details and improvements, starting with my skin color. Okay, and next time I'm in Paris, I'll stop in and have a drink with myself. Y'all, I'm like that. That is a white man. That is a white man. That is a child. He looked like a janitor. Okay, you know in school your janitor wore the little overalls or the blue pants. He was, in dark colors because if he got to spill some or clean up something, you don't want to get the bright clothes dirty. That looked like a white janitor at a high school, okay, or middle school. I don't know. It do not look like The Rock, okay. And even I think the weird part is so white. Like The Rock does have some melanin to his skin. Now I want to say The Rock also be tan a little bit. I think The Rock allows his skin to be what it is. Okay, a long time ago, because he's half black, half Samoan. Okay, but he like no, I need my skin tone right. I need my skin color corrected. Okay, don't be making me no white bald man. Okay, now these wax figures it leaves things up to the imagination, and I'm like, do we have any? Like, I think these wax museums are always ones that are like out of the country. I'm like, do they know how things are supposed to be done? Like, if someone's black, it should be black. It's supposed to look like that. Okay, Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne's statue in Tennessee, but not Tennessee, Tennessee, in Tennessee. I don't know what. First of all, is he that short? Is that Lil Wayne or Baby Wayne? Girl, now the dreads look right because they look terrible. I'm like, what in the world? It don't look right. It looked like wax. It looked like a 4-year-old. Okay, it looked like a baby with too many tattoos on. Okay, is Lil Wayne 4 feet tall? He may be 4 feet tall. I don't know. I don't know. Now they have all the tattoos or whatever. I guess because I've never studied that many tattoos. It just looks weird. And Lil Wayne says, sorry, Wax Museum, but that shit ain't me. You tried, though, and I appreciate the effort, but that ain't me. And it's not. It's not. Now, it favors him a little bit more. First of all, is that pink in the corner? Why it look like that? Is that pink's wax statue looking like, is that Lil Wayne? Y'all, other wax people. Is that Lil Wayne? Because y'all know when the lights go off, they talk to them. I don't understand. Like, it makes me feel like it be white people who think that's what the black person look like because they looking through white eyes. And sometimes other races does not get the nuances to our face, our features, our skin tone, and they think it be right and it don't. It don't. It don't. It looked like a baby. A baby. It's really short, and I don't know how tall Wayne may be 4 feet tall. I don't know, but I see this and I think, child, somebody put that baby. And why are they ripping the shirt open? I don't ever recall Lil Wayne ripping the shirt open or holding a shirt like these. I was like, what was they doing? Mockery, because ain't no other explanation. Because God said, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Speaking of don't do that, You should never post her address on a billboard, okay? So this young lady rented a billboard to invite Drake to her super sweet 16 party because she is his biggest fan. Okay, I was like, what in the world? Now, this is the thing. People be trying to get attention. Hios meals. You know, Drake, you're invited to my sweet 16. Your biggest fan, Maya, December 2023 at, this place or whatever. I'm like, why tell the world where it's gonna be at? Everybody gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't it be invite only? Now, I said 15-year-old girl is going above and beyond to get Drake's attention so he can attend her Sweet 16 party at the end of the year. The parents of Houston teen Maya Garcia bought her a billboard that went up in Jacinto City of I-10 that came with a special invite. Drake, come to my party. Come to my party. And her picture's up there, and so is Drake. So if Drake don't know, Drake, that's you. I want you to come. Okay, be there. Anyway, she said I explained it to my mom, and she made it happen for us, and I'm really surprised. I love it. I love it, y'all. Is it weird if Drake? Cause I feel like we used to watch My Sweet 16. Parents would get, these artists to perform for their children at these parties. So it's not as if, certain artists don't have young fans. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that, adult artists should ignore their young fans. But y'all think Drake gonna show up to the 16-year-old birthday party? And if he do, would he have to show up to other people's birthday parties? I mean, don't Drake have a fee? Why wouldn't they? I mean, can't they just got tickets to a Drake concert and got like backstage passes? Girl, I don't know. Maybe he got a party. No tour in December. It was just weird to me. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I also feel like is it her quinceanera? I don't know. I also feel like I don't want girl, you ain't got no children. You like girl, get Sexy Red to do it. Get him to get her to do it. Okay. I just feel like it, but also I feel like, maybe don't tell everybody where your party will be, because then everybody will show up thinking Drake gonna be there, and it's a melee. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Let her parents book Drake how other people book Drake, because then all the kids gonna just put a billboard on the town and say, hey Drake, come to my party. You went to the other girl's party, why won't you come to my party? I want you to come to my party too, Drake. Come to my party too. Anyway, did any of y'all watch the David Beckham Netflix documentary, with him and his wife Posh Spice? Okay, now I watched. It was a 4-part documentary. It was really good. I remember David Beckham and how handsome he was back then or whatever. I have vague memories of that or whatever. I didn't remember any other scandalous things, because at that, back then, like back in like 2003, we didn't have social media then like we have it now, to where if somebody's husband is accused of cheating on their wife, like that is huge news now. Back then, that really wouldn't be in like Word Up magazine or the black magazines. That was probably more in the white tabloids, even stuff over across the pond. So I did not even know that there was a huge scandal of David Beckham allegedly cheating on Victoria with this lady right here. Now, back then, back in the early 2000s, this lady right here accused David. Well, not accused. She spoke out and said back then, and she was his former assistant. Her name is Rebecca Loose or Louse is Loos. And back then, she came out saying her and David Beckham had a sexual or a salacious encounter. And in this documentary that David and Victoria did, of course, they asked them about that time because because back then it was in all the papers, but I did not remember. And that was after they had their first son, and they was like moving around because it was switching teams and blah blah blah. And his assistant Rebecca was like, "Oh, they messed around. Okay, they messed up. He cheated on his wife." And they kind of, so let me tell y'all what David said in the documentary, because I was watching it, and when I watched it, I didn't even recognize they were directly talking about those things. I mean, I did, but they did not say much like in detail about it. We seen like the headline, David cheats on Posh or whatever. But that was really it. It wasn't much more than that. Because it's sound playing. We know sound playing, Jesus. I hope not. And he said in the in the documentary, he said there was some horrible stories, and this was him responding to the people in the documentary asking him about the rumors from back in 2003 and the mutation. And this is about 4 or 5 years after they first got married. And David said, and I'm reading from E-News, he said there was some horrible stories that were difficult to deal with. And they then said David publicly denied the affair back then. Okay. And then the Netflix series, he said it was the first time that me and Victoria had been put under that kind of pressure in our marriage. But again, they have 4 kids now: Brooklyn, Romeo, Cruz, Harper. They moved forward. He said, I don't know how we got through it, in all honesty. Victoria's everything to me. To see her hurt was incredibly difficult, but we're fighters. And at the time, we needed to fight for each other. We needed to fight for our family, and what we had was worth fighting for. I remember him saying that I don't recall them saying anything about who made the allegations, how she was a bad person. All they said was that was a hard time for us because of what was put in the papers and what was being said by people back then. Okay, well, in the documentary, no one, as far as I knew who she was. Her name was not mentioned. Even when they covered the cheating, they never said they never said this or that. Now, I'm assuming it's because they figure, oh, people should already know. I didn't know. So if you did not know, you would know who she was, okay? But Rebecca said, y'all ain't gonna mention something that I said and not mention me directly. The documentary came out 3 weeks ago. And so she wanted to tell folk how she thought, how they handled talking about the affair. Rebecca said, oh, it's all poor me. And again, she claimed back in 2004 that she was intimate with David. And she had an interview with the Daily Mail, and she said he needs to take responsibility. He can say whatever he likes, of course. And I understand he has an image to preserve, but he is portraying himself as the victim. And he's making me look like a liar, like I made up these stories. I'm like, well, ma'am, this someone say this. If he cheated, girl, dirty David, okay? However, he and his wife stayed together, got past it. So even if what you said is true, it doesn't matter. Because whatever he told his wife, she believed him. They went on to have 3 more children, and they still is married to this day. Okay, so if y'all allegedly messed around 20 years ago, and you told the tabloids 20 years ago, and he denied it 20 years ago, and then if 20 years later, 19 years later, he's saying it was a hard time. We had to fight for our marriage, and we did. That was really all he said. I don't recall him saying in the documentary how, the person was lying on me. They didn't even really get into it at all. All I think him and Victoria said it all was, we had to fight for our marriage. And at that point in time, it seemed like it was us against each other because of all these things going on. David was in one country playing football, soccer, football, in whatever country. She was something like, it was a lot going on. David also, if you look, it was a good documentary. I'm like, David was selfish because David was out here making decisions, moving from team to team, from country to country, because he wanted to keep playing football. Well, soccer is what it's called over there. And I'm like, not y'all move from one country to a different country and then had to move to a third. I'm like, girl, David was, girl. But the same way that football players here, or sports players here, get traded from team to team, but that's moving from state to state. They was moving from country to country once he traded teams, here and there, whatever. I was like, girl. But Rebecca, I understand that you feel like, don't make it seem like I'm a liar. But if he said 20 years ago he didn't do it, what did you expect him to say now? You expect him to admit 20 years later he banged you? I mean, he probably did. He probably did. But his wife stayed with him. And his wife probably knows he fucked up, because they were saying how he was lonely. He was, for the first time, because he was with one team for so long, was traded for the first time in like 15 years. And then for the first time, he did not have his family, not his wife, his coach, his teammates. So they made it clear that they showed like old footage of him, and he looked depressed and lonely. So something may have happened. I don't know. But I mean, what you want us to do about it now? I feel like her coming out 3 weeks later to say, hey, I'm the one who said we had sex 19 years ago. I mean, I've moved on, I'm living my life, but you know what I'm saying? And she said, because she's a yoga teacher now, and said David is indirectly suggesting that she is the one who has made Victoria suffer. I was like, he never said her. They kept talking about the tabloids and how hard the tabloids were on her, and how hard people like in that country was on her. I don't think they were saying you personally did it. Maybe it was. I'm just saying. She said, yes, the stories were horrible. This is the thing. She said, yes, the stories were horrible, but they're true. Well, if that was horrible, then that mean that man wife was the one suffering. She was because of you and David. She said he talks in the documentary about this ultimately being his private life, shutting it down. I think it's one thing to keep your private life to yourself. It's another to mislead the public. Ma'am, that man was not going to come on the damn thing and admit to cheating on his wife 19 years ago if he's been denying it for 19 years. And she said, everyone had put it behind them, and then he had to drag it back up. I'm like, ma'am, it was a documentary over that whole man's life. And truth be told, only on part, maybe the end of part 3, mentioned the affair, or mentioned he had mentioned the affair, and then that was it. Girl, that to me, that wasn't the biggest part of the damn documentary at all. I forgot. You're nothing. You was nothing. Okay. Anyway, if y'all have not watched it, it's a good watch. I was like, child, they were jumping over there. Firstly, let's do something like take one little second, y'all, and like the video and do a little dance. They be dancing, y'all. They be dancing. Okay. But let's get into what we came here to get into. Okay, now look. These three men right here getting on my nerves for different reasons. Okay. These men's is they exes or baby mamas or whatever. And a lot is going on. So let's get into it. Okay. Tyrese, Blueface, Tristan. Okay. The trifecta. Okay. Let's start with Blueface. Y'all know Blueface was the one sentenced to probation in that shooting case, right? He was accused of the little shooting in Vegas or whatever. He was found, I think he was found guilty, but they gave him probation. I think it's like 3-year probation. I drink water so fast it makes me like burp a little bit. So when I be it's the water. I drink too fast. But okay, in addition to him getting probation, okay, per TMZ, they like that man owed 13 million. I say million? 13 million dollars. Okay. So the club where the shooting happened at, Euphoric Gentlemen's Club, they sued Blueface because they're saying the altercation caused their business to shut down. And because of his antics in the shooting that happened there, and them having to close down for some time or whatever, the whole business was ruined. That Blueface got them shut down. Okay. And the Gentlemen's Club, okay, called Euphoric Gentlemen's Club, who sued Blueface, won a judgment of $13,072,482. I said, what? Now y'all know that crazy man just had that baby with Krishan. I'm so happy Krishan, as far as I know, has not responded to the foolishness of Blueface and Stewie getting engaged. Is it Jada? Her name is. But she do look like, and that's no tea, no shade. But I'm like, she do. Her face do look like Stewie. No tea, no shade. He got engaged to a little girl or whatever. But a $13 million lawsuit. Again, it's per TMZ. They broke down the amount. $12.6 million is for lost revenue. $198,000 is for lease damages. Because they were leasing the building and it had damages, so lease damages, okay? $84,000 in payroll expenses to the employees who had to be paid following the club being closed in November of 2022. They said, we want our money. Now, it was a default judgment because allegedly Blueface ass ain't even show up to courts. Okay, he didn't have no lawyer on file. He got to be in lawsuits. So what's going on? Can he afford? That's why he keep trying to make Jaden Blueface, and pop, because he can't make no money off Krishan no more. His only way of making money is through this other girl. Okay, and I'm like, girl, not you accepting a ring from a man because when you get married, his debt becomes your debt. Who he owe, you owe. And if he owes somebody 13 million, you owe them that money. Okay, can y'all, girl, Zeus gonna have to do the wedding special, a therapy special. Zeus can't pay that much. Okay, Blueface and Stewie gonna have to do OnlyFans for cartoon PORN. Okay, for people who want to see Stu come stop. Anyway, where is he going to get the 13 mil? Where? And if I was Krishan, I would also sue that man for child support. Get all that man's money. Okay, because this is the thing. You know, Krishan, Stewie, and Blueface are a toxic trifecta, a trio of treason that none of us wants. Okay, we want it all to go away. Okay, so I feel like get out of our face. Get out of our face. Because y'all don't need to be together. Hopefully, Blueface and Stewie will go on to have a life together. Krishan will go have her life separately. And hopefully that man can start driving Uber or DoorDash to make the ends meet. Because where will he get the $13 million to pay this debt? Okay, these clubs ain't playing. They're like, you ain't gonna ruin out. And this is the thing: if you had a shootout at my establishment and it's my new one, and then because of all the attention, we can't open back up. We've lost all this revenue. You know, Vegas is known for stripping or whatever. So we've lost all this revenue because of your actions and what you did. Well, we're going to kick your ass. Now, I know I saw another post showing how the guy who owns it was like, yeah, it was the white man who closed it down. It was Blueface. It was Blueface did it. Blueface closed it down. It was nobody except him. You know, it wasn't a white man. It was, I'm like, first of all, let's not give Blueface that much power. He's already an asshole. Let's not make him feel like, oh my God, you know, I have the power. I have the power to close stuff down. Okay. Now I want to go to TMZ, right? Because that's where I first saw the story. Y'all know I'm not going to share nothing. I'm not going to share nothing. Okay. Oh, here you go. I want to find the thing because the Neighborhood Talk had shared. Did they delete it? Let me see. They may have deleted it because when I was looking while I didn't find it, it looked, and I can't, and I can't share. I cannot share. Oh, here you go. So y'all know I do not share nothing from TMZ. So, you know, Euphoric Las Vegas, the club folks, whatever, was the ones who made this long little post on their IG about it was a black man who shut us down. You know, it was another black business because it was a black business being closed because of a black man. I'm like, first of all, why even invite Blueface down there? Okay, and that is here. The club owner provides a photo of him at the police station snitching on Blueface. I was like, would I snitch on Blueface? I think I would, but only because I feel like he thinks he's untouchable. Now, this person saying, you know, we're gonna make sure that he either spends the rest of his life in prison or he is going to pay us until the day he leaves this earth. Now, my thing is, I don't think Blueface needs to go to prison for life. You know, I mean, does he need to be held accountable? Yes. But I don't think he needs to be in prison for life. Sir, that's too much. You doing what you goddamn it, okay? Now, should he have to pay because of his actions and what it did to your business? I mean, yeah, that's what anybody. If you do something that causes me to lose revenue, I'm gonna sue you. And if you so rich, bitch, okay, give me my money immediately, okay? And I mean, let that Jaden girl make him money to get stuff done. If not, shut it on up. Okay. Let's get to third trimester Tristan. Now, Tristan allegedly owes $224,000 in back child support. Not for True. Not for Lies. No, his name Lies Tatum. Okay. Not for the kids with Chloe. Not for that one baby he won't claim. No. He owes $224,000 for his oldest son, his first child, with Jordan Craig. Now, the fact that, girl, Tristan ain't shit. I just mean that Tristan ain't nothing. Because how do you owe that much in back child support? Now, as it says, Tristan's first baby mama, Jordan Craig, is taking him to court after she claims, again, because it's a claims, it's alleged, she claimed that he allegedly owes her over $200K in back child support. Per the legal docs obtained by the Daily Mail, Jordan said that Tristan has not been holding up his end of child support agreements that they settled back in 2019. Okay, these agreements say that Tristan will pay Jordan $40,000 a month for their 6-year-old son, Prince. Okay, it says, but since then, Tristan has either paid a smaller amount or paid nothing at all since at least November of 2022. So that's almost a year ago. Jordan was able to document all the payments or lack thereof that Tristan made from November until now. He only paid half in November, paid in full in December, no payments in January. From February to July, he made 6 payments of $14,500, and the largest payment being $29,000 in August. You supposed to pay $40,000 a month, and you have never paid what you're supposed to pay, and you are, girl. Tristan around here backed up on child support while having more babies. Wasn't paying child support in full with her. Y'all had the Tatum baby and the side baby of one you never talked to. Tristan is oh, he's such a great dad. Girl, help that man pay child support. Okay, now Jordan is also requesting that the upcoming NBA checks be garnished. Okay, it says he receives money, but she said his check should be garnished from the NBA until she get what she's rightfully owed, because I'm supposed to get $40,000 a month. That's what it is. That's what it is. It says Tristan recently signed a $2.7 million deal with the Cleveland Cavaliers, which is far less than we were making at the time in 2019. Back then, he was making $17.7 million. My thing is, stop having kids, sir. If you around here making $17 million a year, okay, you're making $17 million a year, and you're supposed to pay me $40,000 a year. I need my money. I need my money. I don't feel bad for Tristan. I really, really don't, because I feel like Tristan has a habit of, first, he's young and stupid, okay, but because that's $480,000 a year. If you made $17 million, why not put that to the side? Put it over here, okay? Now, she's saying, okay, she wants to order demanding to withhold his earnings in the amount of $80,000 a month and to stay in effect until the arrears are satisfied, meaning until he's paid up in full, meaning I get my regular 40 plus the rest of my money, I should get what I'm owed. Okay. Now she said, at least per these people, it's my belief that Tristan signed a veterans minimum contract with the Cavaliers that pays him $2.7 million. That $80,000 per month request is certainly less than half of his monthly salary. She like, fuck them on the kids. Chloe can be fine. Chloe's a millionaire. Okay, but you will not have my son getting less. Okay, and that's the son we see him with. We don't never see him with that second son, because that's the first son. The cheatation baby is the second son. Chloe's son is the third son. Okay, and then we know True is the second child in general, because it's 4 kids. 4. 3 boys and 1 girl. Okay, so if he owes $224,000 in back child support, she want her money, and she should get every dime, because as we know, him and her was in a relationship. She was around 9 months pregnant when he stopped messing with her and got with Chloe. The same way Chloe was 9 months pregnant when he was messing around kissing on Jordan Woods. Okay, the same way we know why he and Chloe was thinking about having that surrogate put a baby up in her tummy. he was knocking up the other chick, the Marley chick, his third baby mama. So Tristan has a habit of being third trimester Tristan, doing dumb shit. Okay, so in my account, in my book, she should get what she's owed. We have an agreement for me to get $40,000 a month. Make it happen, Cap. If your fake ass mother-in-law can get you a job on the sports show or whatever, they can get your child support done. Get it done. Okay. Now let's get into Ty of the Reese, okay? And it'll be a bit of watch along, okay? So we know Tyrese's ex-wife Samantha did an interview. In the interview, they was asking her, would you get back with Tyrese? You know, what would happen? And we talked about this, well, I've talked about this in my last video. And she said, well, if we were both willing to work at it, if we can both work and sacrifice, maybe because he is the father of my child, and she was saying how while they were in the midst of having issues or whatever, how she did not have anybody in her ear to tell her, hey, try to work on your marriage. Okay. She was saying how I really only had people in my ear who really wasn't trying to help me stay. Okay. So that is what was said in the interview. Well, honey, we said, did Tyrese say that? Because Tyrese is always talking about Samantha. Tyrese said, I heard it. He said, I heard it. You want to know how I feel? Well, Tyrese, honey child. I said, Tyrese, yeah. He said, I'm going to let you know. Okay. Now let's listen and talk.
All right.
And y'all know I had to speed it up because he talks slow.
Hold on. Look, man.
I appreciate him for cleaning this camera off first. But I'm like, sir, your camera look fuzzy because it's a filter. It's a filter.
And I was not going to respond to this video of...
Yes, you were. Yes, you were. You wasn't going to respond to it immediately. Oh, but you was going to respond.
My ex has now gone viral. She is loving it. Congratulations, you went viral again over something else that you said. Because you're trying to build up your YouTube page and get your followers up.
I mean, don't you want her to make money so you don't have to keep paying her? I mean, I feel like if Tyrese can make money and make songs off the heartbreak of his divorce and everything, maybe she can also make money by doing a podcast on YouTube. Everybody around here trying to make money to stop getting money from their exes. I don't know, but let's listen.
Listen, man. Listen. Mm-hmm. If you had people in your ear that influenced you into leaving your husband and your 1-year-old child, your innocent 1-year-old child.
Okay.
We both were divorcee kids, grew up in toxic environments, torn in between our old family, new family, stepfather, stepmother. That's a life that we both lived.
Okay. Sir, I hate this filter on you. This filter looks really weird. It's an AI. Is this really you?
And you packed up a 1-year-old, put a COVID mask on top of the Ring cameras, and I was literally in an airplane on my way home to fight for my marriage and my family.
So she left again. Tyrese has always been hurt by how she left. He's been very vocal about that. He was heartbroken because, as he said, I was coming home to fight for my marriage. And while I was on the plane ride home to fight for my marriage, you put masks over the camera so I couldn't see what was going on or whatever and moved out. Okay. And this is my thing. I feel like if people feel the need to leave their marriage because it's toxic and they're not getting along, as we know, sometimes separation can bring folk back together. Jade and Will separated for 7 years and they cool. Nell and Chris on Love and Marriage Huntsville separated and they cool. I think people sometimes feel like if we separate, you ain't shit for leaving me. But if if you separate and then try to separately work things out, it could get better. But I don't think that's what y'all try to do.
You're heartless.
Ooh. Now his signal was pausing a little bit, so bear with it. Okay, but not heartless.
None of your friends recognize you. This is all about money.
Ooh.
If you had friends in your ear, you're lying, you're gaslighting, you're playing. The only person that was in your ear was your mama.
Not your mama.
Her name is Patricia Randolph.
Not her mom. Not the full name. Patricia Randolph. Patricia Randolph. Look, Tyrese, like, you lying, bitch. You up here trying to gaslight me. You wasn't no friends in your ear. It was your mama. Now, I'm going to say this, Tyrese. Maybe she's meaning her mama was wrong, but she don't want to call her mama out. Because it's a mama, okay? So you're saying the only... Because what she said was, had she had better people trying to tell her, hey, he's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Had she... Because what I heard her say was, if I had people telling me, reminding me about the good things, maybe I would not have left. If I had better people around me in my ear, maybe things wouldn't have been what it was. So you're saying her mama, your mama, Patricia Randolph, she maybe said her mama was wrong without saying her mama was wrong. You have to respect your mamas.
You didn't have people in your ear. The amount of people that was supposedly in your ear, you also had a whole lot of people like Aventer Gray, Taffy Dollar, Creflo Dollar's wife.
Y'all know I used to think Creflo Dollar was a pimp. I used to think Creflo Dollar was a pimp because I was like, that's a pimp name. I was an adult when I found out that Creflo Dollar was a preacher. I say, who named that man Creflo Dollar? Creflo? That's a pimp's name.
He married us. You had a whole lot of people in your ear telling you that you're about to do something stupid, impulsive, and y'all are actually not going through anything that would make you want to leave your husband. Let's go even further. When Aventer Gray and Pastor John Gray were having...
Wasn't... Because Aventer Gray and John Gray... When John Gray been caught doing some things? I mean... is a woman whose husband has been repeatedly involved in different marital scandals. I mean, maybe ma'am, your husband cheating on you, but you want me to trust my husband? Do you trust your? I don't know, but I don't know.
Having their own marital issues at the time, you arranged a therapy session with Aventer Gray at our house.
But again, I feel like it's one thing to take advice from people who've made it through the hard times in marriage. I feel like it's something different to sit with people going through the hardships in their marriage and they trying to tell you how to fix your shit and they ain't fix their shit. You know what I'm saying? Again, marriages are tough. You go through things you have to go over and under and through to get to the side. But I'm like, if John Gray and his wife Aventer Gray was in the midst of their own scandal, because this is back then. This is back then. Okay. If they were in the midst of their shit, would I listen to them? I would say, hey, maybe y'all can fix that first and fix us second.
And when she walked out of her therapy session, she walked into the foyer where the Bumblebee is, and there was 50 boxes with like 7 or 8 people there packing up all the shit to leave the house.
I guess she said I was done.
And I was in an airplane on my way home to try and fight and save our marriage.
What, Tyrese, that means you knew the marriage was in disarray. And you coming home to fight for it does not mean she did not feel like it wasn't nothing to fight for back then. Okay, back then.
So if you had people in your ear at the time, they must be still in your ear. Because you're still trying to get $20,000 a month for a 5-year-old. You make $160,000 a year on your... own.
Not you talking, not you. At least, well, he know how much. But if she makes $160K a year, okay. If she makes $160,000 a year, but if you make $5 million a year, sir, the math ain't mathing. And if when she was, because y'all know how it go. When you are married to somebody and y'all divorced, they always say the person has to live the same life they've been accustomed to. The child must live the same life they've been accustomed to. So if you're paying $20,000 a month in child support for one child, a 5-year-old, I mean, if you making millions a year and she's making less than $200,000, and you're paying her $20,000 a month, is that 20? Is that 200,000? Let me see. I'm doing math. That's $240,000 a year, and you said she makes $160,000 a year. Okay, math. So that's a total of $400,000 a year. And if you are making $4 or $5 million a year, sir, stop acting like that. Now, I don't know your pockets. I do not know your pockets. But I do feel like if a judge said, hey, you need to pay $20,000 a month in child support, that means you have to make much more than she does. And I mean, and I'm not trying to bash Tyrese because he has the right to feel how he feels. But sir, if you're making millions and she's making less than 200,000, why are you complaining about paying child support? I'm just wondering. But 20 grand is a lot. But it depends. Because if you live somewhere that's expensive, 20 grand can be how much you're paying for rent or mortgage or a car rental or pool lessons for your child or clothes, health insurance. I don't know.
This is all a game. You're clout chasing.
Not clout chasing. I think, I mean, she was married to you. Can ex-wives clout chase via child support? Y'all put in the comment section if y'all can ex-wives clout chase for child support? And if y'all are involved in a court dynamic drama that we see y'all both come to social media for, are both of y'all clout chasing?
You're something that I don't even know. Mm-hmm. A simple woman, not into materialistic things, mm-hmm. don't care about fame and mansions and popularity. Mm-hmm. You're everything that you told me and all of your friends and loved ones that you wasn't. If you wanted to be famous, boo, that's all you had to say?
Not boo-boo. Not boo. Not boo-boo. But I'm like, but it's child support. It's child support. It's child support. Can people get famous from child support? First of all, I could not point because that's on the corner. I could not point out Tyrese's baby ex-wife out of lineup if y'all told me, hey, it's number 2. I'll say I don't know number 2. Is it 4? No, it's 2. Are you sure? I think we don't know that lady. So I feel like we only really know of her when you keep bringing her up, because typically when she does these interviews, we never really hear about it. I think the only reason this interview went viral was because the interviewer asked her, would you ever consider getting back with Tyrese? And she said, well, if we both did the work and blah, 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 bloop. But she said other shit, and we didn't care.
You didn't have to play this game that you wasn't. Now you out here playing on single mothers and their emotions. Playing on women that are actually in abusive relationships and fucked up marriages that are toxic and dark and dysfunctional.
Y'all know Tyrese don't think he's toxic. Tyrese thinks he's normal.
That's not what that was. You think I would have a song entitled I Don't Think You Ever Loved Me if I didn't really feel that way? You think I would have a song out called Love Transaction if I didn't realize that it was never love, it was just a transaction? This shit is about money.
It's about the money.
You've hired 3 law firms trying to fucking suck me dry. I'm approaching $1 million in legal fees.
Not fuck and suck me dry. Tyrese, watch your mouth. Now, him saying I'm almost at $1 million in legal fees. I'm like, well, sir, you do know if you just paid the child support, you would not have $1 million in legal fees. That goes for you and her. Because her suing you and all this stuff, you have to pay money for lawyers is less child support. Y'all both being dumb, in my opinion. You don't have to keep going to court.
And we had a prenup. You already tried to ask me to come back. You already tried to reconcile. I told you I was in a relationship with Zelly.
So that means within the past 2 years, she said, well, maybe you want to get back with me because it's because Tyrese at some point kept talking about his marriage as if he wanted it back. He did. And so maybe that's why she wanted it back. And the fact that he's only saying, well, I didn't want it because I'm with her. Not that he does not want to be back with her, but I told you, well, no, I got a new girlfriend. I don't know, I can't do that. That's my girlfriend.
And I was not willing to go and break this off or cut this woman off because you decided to wake up on a Wednesday and come back and play in the sandbox.
Not play in the sandbox. But, I mean, he's right. You can't wake up one day. You know what? I want that old thing back. I mean, Nelly did. He got back with Ashanti. Ben Affleck did. He got back with J-Lo. You know what I'm saying? Some people do wake up one day and realize, I fucked up. Like, I want that old thing back. And they go for it. You know, it's not always a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? We've seen worse.
Everything about the way you left me was heartless.
That's so sad. He's still heartbroken.
It was evil. You never considered me, your marriage, and let alone your innocent 1-year-old child.
Leave that 1-year-old. That 1-year-old, leave that 1-year-old don't know nothing. Well, the baby's 5 now. Okay, she left when the child was 1. The child is about to be 5. Okay, so the 1-year-old at the time did not have any idea what was really going on. So leave the 1-year-old out of it.
She had to celebrate her 2nd birthday apart. And if you really are really suddenly caring about the effects that you've had on me and your family, why don't you sick these fucking lawyers off of me?
Violence is felt. Get these lawyers off my back. But sir, and if that's the case, are you only willing to reconcile with her if she's not wanting you to pay child support? I'm just wondering because, girl, I don't know.
Call your lawyers right now and tell them that everything that you're still trying to get right now, you don't want it no more. $20,000 a month for a child? Our prenup says no alimony.
Well, child support and alimony is 2 different things.
Our prenup said everything that the prenup said. You're trying to crack the prenup.
But child support and alimony are 2 different things. Now, if you're trying to say she wants a whole bunch of child support since she can't get alimony, well, then say that. But I feel like if she's getting $20,000 in child support per the court judge, whatever, I mean, that's child support. That's child support.
And it's been 3 years of it. I should have never hired a fucking attorney. I had a prenup. Everything that I was supposed to give you in the prenup, I gave it to you. You want more.
Was child support in the prenup too? I'm just wondering.
And it's been 3 years. I've moved on. I'm with Zelly.
Have you moved on?
You moved on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to tell niggas the first nigga you started dating when we broke up.
Oh, no. all these N-word. Lord, I hope I don't get flagged, Lord Jesus.
Because you're going to go viral from that.
Who was it? I don't want to tell y'all the first man she dated, and you going to go viral for that. Who y'all think it was? Who could she go viral for dating? It could be anybody.
If I were to tell niggas who you started dating as soon as we broke up, you would go viral from that. All you want is attention, you want Facebook followers, you want Instagram followers, you're trying to be a life coach, and you trying to get niggas to drink the Kool-Aid. You fucking with a real one right here.
Tyrese, calm your ass down, sir. Stop it. Calm down. Stop it. Why? This is my issue. Why are you upset with her? Because years after y'all are divorced, she is moving into the social media influencer space that a lot of women do. If I recall, when you got with Zelly, y'all try to have a YouTube channel. What's the difference? One woman was married to you, had a child with you, y'all got divorced, and a couple years later, she's in the space of content creation. Oh, she wants followers. Okay, if that's the lane she's going into, so what? But if you would not mention her, we wouldn't either. Calm down, sir. Why are you upset? And the thing about it is, if she was really looking for clout and dated somebody after y'all got divorced, wouldn't she have leaked who she was dating with for attention? I'm just saying, if someone wants clout and if they date somebody for attention, wouldn't they make sure the world knew? I mean, you know, she ain't told us, so she really is for clout. Ain't that what she would do? I'm just wondering.
Everybody can see through your bullshit. I may be alpha. I may be loud. I may appear to be a narcissist, as some
Yeah.
niggas were saying in the comments. Girl, you was good to leave that nigga. He's a narcissist. No, she's a fucking narcissist. Not only is she a narcissist, but she's a sociopath as well.
What, good Lord? Are you going to say allegedly? You may need to say allegedly. Those are some allegations.
And what is a sociopath? Someone who will maliciously and vindictively do some shit, fuck over you, hurt you, be made aware of the fact that they inflicted trauma and pain on you, and not even call you and text you to say they sorry.
It's not funny. It's not funny, Jaylee. I just feel like people do hurt people when they in relationships, and we do get hurt, and we be upset about it. Tyrese seems to still be upset. He still is actively upset as if she just left him yesterday, and not she left him 4 years ago. Sir, go talk to somebody, because look, there's nothing wrong with being hurt and brokenhearted about someone leaving you, and you feel like they broke your heart on purpose. But go talk to somebody, because otherwise, that lady still has a full hold on your heart, because anger and aggression is right next to love and craziness or whatever. So, sir, calm down.
Did you think about the effects that it was going to have on me or our innocent child when you left me the way you did?
The 1-year-old. It's very like Bishop Robbie, my 8-month-old baby. Okay, 8-month-old baby. Now we got Tyrese with the 1-year-old.
Did you think about anything? No, it's all about Samantha.
Mm-hmm.
So now, go ahead and chase whatever career you're trying to chase. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and go viral. Go ahead and keep doing your goofy ass podcast and Miracle Mondays. And
you watching her? He is watching that lady. I have no idea what none of my exes is doing. I'm not paying no attention. Now he know, girl, he know everything.
Whatever the fuck else you're trying to build. Oh. Over here, I don't want no one to confuse me releasing songs The way Adele released songs about her ex-husband, the way Jasmine Sullivan and Mary J. Blige release songs about their exes when they get cheated on, lied, get fucked over, when they go through painful relationships that come to an end. I don't want no one to confuse me releasing songs, singing about how I feel about Samantha with confusing me wanting this woman back.
I mean, I think we get it from the interviews you do and the lives you do with such passion and upsetness, because yes, we know Adele and Mary J. Blige and Jasmine Sullivan and many people who do Tamar Braxton, Brandy. We know Monica. We know many singers, even male singers too, who do songs based on their life, relationship, drama, heartbreak, peace. We know all of that. I think the difference is we don't see them on lives, on social media, in interviews being so upset and consistently discussing their ex and what happened. Usually they go through, write a song about it, and they leave a bit. You don't leave it on in the music. You put it in the music, you put it in the interviews and this and that. And then you feel like you're not over it. You're not dealing with it. You're not talking about it and going through it, because again, you're still upset in 2023 about what happened 4 years ago. So usually when you do write these songs and you have these conversations, it's supposed to be therapeutic. You're supposed to talk about it to get it out and not still be upset and pissed and angry about it when you talk about it later. And when that person tries to get some clout off your name because you've already written a song about what y'all went through, you don't care. Because if you don't want that person back, you don't care what they're saying. Because in real life, you give more life to her words than she do. Because she ain't the story. You are. And so your angriness and your upsetness and your hurt and your pain makes it seem like you're not over that lady. And this is how it comes out. Just saying.
If I wanted her back, I would have got her back. I don't want Sam. She may be saying that she was thinking about... No. If you had people in your ear when you left me, those same people are in your ear 3 years later because the fucking lawyers are still on my back every day. Go sell this shit to somebody else. Look at every interview I've done, from Sway in the Morning to the Breakfast Club to everything that I've been posting and everything that I've been saying. And if you don't like me, nigga, I don't like you. I don't need none of you women in my comments saying they like me. I don't care to be liked. I got my heart broke. I was married. I was with this woman for 5 years. I never cheated. I got more access to pussy than most niggas I know.
Hold up. Y'all, if y'all don't see this until Wednesday or Thursday, it's because I have to cut through this in case YouTube be like, no, sir, Bob. Not you had all the access to Cooch, but didn't cheat. Okay, good for you, sir. But why? Again, he still comes off so pissed. And I don't know why. Because it happened 4 years ago. And again, what that means to me is he has not worked through it. He still loves that lady.
I was a good man, a good husband, and very, very focused on my family and my children. And the $2,500 or $2,600 that I was giving Samantha, since she decided to leave me, I was giving her that for 2 years straight without a court order. Find another nigga.
It got messed up a little bit.
Who decided to leave your husband without a court order. Find somebody else that's going to cut a check for $2,600 without the judge making a judgment for you to do so. I'll always take care of my kids. She's trying to turn a prenup into alimony, which she ain't getting. She's not getting. She's trying to get something that she's not getting because the prenup is protecting me. Dad. And she's, yes. Okay.
Y'all, the facts, this was the kicker to me. The fact that he was saying all this stuff all loud and proud in the house, and his other daughter is upstairs. Dad, lower your voice. Because I don't want to hear that. That's his oldest daughter, who I think, if I'm not mistaken, he had issues with that lady too. I think that's the child who the mama lived out of the country, and there was a whole bunch of stuff that girl, I don't know, fly. Or that may have been, I don't know. My point is, sir, why is you having this loud conversation with your child in the house to where she had to come say, Dad, can you please lower your voice? Okay, you didn't mention cooch and money and this and that and this. And my thing is, this is something else. You should never let your child hear you talk about the mother of your other child like that. Period. Like, you couldn't have this conversation without your other kid around. Tyrese is a bit cuckoo.
So at the end of the day, man, listen, I am not here to have any of y'all to keep drinking the Kool-Aid. Y'all are going to have to fucking wake up and understand that when relationships and marriages ends, contrary to what the world believes, it ain't always a cheating man who's verbally and physically abusing you, fucking over you, doing something. It's very simple.
Sometimes all it is it doesn't work. It can be that simple. Sometimes it's not even about, well, she's making it seem like I was abusive and I was mean and I was not. And I'm like, sir, we can tell that at some points in life, you are an asshole. You have a reputation of being an asshole. Okay? So let's not make it seem like you were this great, loving, never confrontational, never upset at your, because we're human. None of us is perfect. But separate from that, sometimes the reason some people leave is because it just isn't working for them at that point in time. Because it can be you felt like, well, I'm going to fight for my marriage, and she could have felt like, I don't want to fight no more, I'm done. And then years later, she feel like, I should have fought for my marriage. That happens. Now, she could be a manipulative, lying person who's out here for clout. That could be true as well. But we don't care that much. Again, the story is not much of what she said, but now it's about your reaction.
If it ain't about Samantha, it ain't about nothing.
I mean, who else is Samantha? I mean, who else is she supposed to be worried about? I mean, the kid, of course. Of course, the kid, okay? But I feel like, do he think, let me see, does Tyrese feel like his ex-wife concern should be for him? Because to say it's all about Samantha, well, I mean, if she don't think about her, who will? I'm just wondering.
I guess being in a relationship with a big personality and an entertainer, which she signed up for, made her cave. Slowly but surely caved. Her mama was the one who was like, oh, we did it. Like, we hit the lottery type shit. Gas the... Her mama was. And then her mom got threatened and was insecure about the marriage and the relationship that we have. In the Bible, it says, leave and cleave. You know about that scripture? Or are you going to keep skipping over that every time you do an interview? Leave and cleave to your husband and your family. Your mama never wanted you to leave.
And his phone cut off. Not your mama never wanted you to leave and cleave with me. Look, this is our IG page. We're going to be done in 1 second. She has, 376,000 IG followers. Okay. Woman of God, Soraya's mama, LCSW, is it a licensed clinical social worker, maybe? Fitness and beauty influencer, game changer, Romans 8:28. This is 50/20. Okay. And she also has a YouTube channel around here. I don't know her. Again, I told you I could not point her out of a lineup. Her page does seem it's about her because it's her page. I mean, should her page be about Tyrese? I'm just wondering. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure what he expects. This is their child. He's like, she's adorable. Ain't she cute? And again, this was from September 15th. It's picture day vibes. Look at mamas. This baby is just growing up, y'all. How do I make it stop? Ugh. Can't believe it. I would have a whole 5-year-old in 2 weeks. So the daughter is currently 5. You know, and I mean, like, you know, the child need 20 grand. The child need the 20 grand, okay? Because mama got to pay the rent, okay? Mom got to pay the rent, get some more hair bow for the child, get some white t-shirts for her. Oh, this look good. Look, meal prep. Y'all, it looks good. So she, you know what I'm saying? Again, all I'm saying is I don't know that lady, so I don't know much of what she said. All I know what she said on that one live or that one interview she did recently, or whatever, and then what he said back. Okay, not is he? I'm sorry, wait, no, is she an asset or a liability? Okay, look, everybody has to do what works for them. And, you know, I feel like both Samantha and Tyrese need to stop talking about each other, move on, and let it be. I also feel like if she has done a interview, if she's done an interview and they ask her stuff about her and Tyrese, she needs to learn to stop saying no comment. No comment. I left him a long time ago. I'm done with him. And, you know, I wish him well. You know, we're in court for stuff, you know, because I'm trying to get my child support. You know what I'm saying? And that's really it. So, yeah, you know, it's hard because is she getting over on people? Is she, you know what I'm saying, fooling everybody with a delicious food? Y'all, that looks good. That looks good. Is she cooking these things? It's delicious. My point is, if she's a good mother to your daughter, and if your daughter is a happy person when she's with mommy, and, you know, she don't want for nothing, you know, I feel like just pay the money. You know, just pay the money. Because fighting to pay the $20K makes it seem like you just don't want to pay the child support, even if you make more money than she do. So is it worth it? Was it worth it spending $100? Oh, sorry, he said $1 million. Was it worth spending $1 million in lawyer fees to avoid paying 20 grand a month in child support and maybe pay it for a little time and then, hey, we need to renegotiate because my salary ain't the same. But fighting, to me, is stupid. But that's just on me. Anyway, y'all, that's all. Okay, it is currently 4:13 in the morning. So again, if you are a member, this is always available to you ASAP. So at about 4:15 in the morning, if y'all up, it's there. Okay. If you are not a member, you will see this sometime in the afternoon around 4, maybe 5 p.m. I will be live tonight, Tuesday night at 9 p.m. We will discuss the Erica Mena interview with Carlos King and then whatever else is around there. So I will be live tonight at 9. So I hope to see y'all there. Okay. Y'all know to like the video, subscribe to my channel. Okay. Share the video, comment in the comment section. You can follow me on IG, Twitter, and TikTok at JayLeesCorner. And I always post, hey y'all, I have a premiere video, or hey y'all, I'll be live. I'm always posting on my social media when I will be on live or have content up. So follow me so y'all will know what I'm doing. Okay. Anyway, I gotta go to bed, y'all. I love you all. Again, if you are not seeing this video until Wednesday or Thursday, it's because it got flagged and I had to get it cleared. Okay. But I love you all. good night or good morning. I gotta go.